Right guys, so we're back here making a new week recap. This week was from 20th of April till 24th of April. And yeah, let's go ahead and start with the analysis. So we start on the weekly time frame. Previous week we were very bullish, as we can see right there. And on the daily we had this daily gap. Then we go on the 4-hour. Let's see, this was Friday. Okay, this was Sunday, so Monday. All right, so we opened down and came into this 4-hour gap right here. Okay, let's go to the 9:30 open. So we have this is 10 a.m. so 9:30 is right here. So this was before the market opens. And what did we have? We tapped into this 4-hour gap. We also had this gap right here. So what did price do? Let's see. So we were disrespecting it first. Then we created this, 1-hour gap going higher, and we already had a 15-minute gap right here. Let's see, 15-minute right here. So we had this gap at the open, tapped into it, then we could not continue higher. So as we can see right here, we rejected from it first, push up higher, but we couldn't hold it, and then we just went down lower. We took out all this liquidity right here, but we did not take out this low. And then on the 50-minute we disrespected this gap, and then we just continue higher. Okay, so Monday wasn't anything special. I didn't take any trades on Monday as well. Yeah, didn't take any trades, and price was just moving slow. The only thing I was looking for was longs from this gap towards these highs right here, but as we can see, we rejected lower and never got it. So let's go to Tuesday. Let's see, where's 9:30 open right here. Thursday, let's start on the 4-hour. On the 4-hour we had this fair value area right here. No, I think I also had this video on my day in the life. I think, yeah, in my day in the life video I also showed you guys my analysis right here. So there was a 1-hour being created, but at the open we tapped into the 4-hour fair value area. We rejected up higher, and so we did not create a 1-hour. So what did we do? We rejected up higher, took this liquidity out right here, but we did not take this high out. And what did price do? Price just dumped lower, as we can see, and dumped lower towards where? What is our next target? It's this swing low right here. On the 1-hour we didn't have anything to continue from, and the only thing we had, this gap was created at 11 a.m. and we tapped into it, and I was looking for shorts, but I didn't take the shorts. That's what I remember. I wanted to take shorts, but I didn't. So we came in the gap right here, took out this high, broke below this low, and I wanted to take a trade like this. Stop right there and then target around here 2R. And I remember it played out, but as we can see, we were moving very slow, and as we can see, barely would have just stayed in. But I learned also from my mistake, which I will show you guys later in the video, which is that I'm putting my stop loss at the body like too many times, and that's costing me just a lot of wins. So at least from my data, I'm seeing that I have to put it at the swing high or swing low, depending if I'm in a short or a long. I need to put it above the swing high or swing low, because it's costing me just too many wins. And yeah, I'm basically just leaving money on the table. And right here we just consolidate, and eventually we drop lower right here. Did we take out? Yeah, we took out the target, as we can see right here, but we rejected up immediately and did not continue higher. Did not continue lower. And let's see, now let's skip to Wednesday. Is this Wednesday? Okay, we skipped a bit too far. So we had this high right here. We were bullish, and we can see price was like consolidating. We took out this low before continuing higher. We rejected from this high, so I knew like, okay, we eventually still want to continue higher, which we did. We did continue higher, and right here I had this gap marked out, and I'll show you guys exactly what happened. Okay, so I waited for price to tap in. We didn't have anything on the 5 minute, so I waited for price to tap in right here. We did, and we swept that low. I was on the 15 seconds time frame. We came in, we sweep this low, and first we sweep this high right here, but we want to see us reject up higher and break this high. That would be more preferred. And what did price do? We just bumped up higher right here, and I think this was this was my signal. Okay, we're going to continue higher. And what did price do? I marked this down, but I just entered. Let me see, I waited on the break right here. Here I entered, I put my stops somewhere right here, which also just should have been below the lows. And this was the context high, but of course I target 2R, so it was a bit far away. I think it was, no, it wasn't this far. We entered a bit lower, somewhere here. My stop was somewhere here, and my target was 19, it was like here. Okay, and we entered and price pushed up higher. I mean lower first before continuing higher. As we see right here, we take out our context high, and at this point I just put break even. So I put break even right here. Let me type this. When price reached this, so here break even. And what happened? First we were just doing like nothing, basically just consolidating. And when I saw this candle, I was like, okay, we're just going to continue up higher. Instead, what happened? We fucked around and did basically nothing. I'll show you guys in the 1 minute, because we just did almost nothing. Then here I got taken out at break even. So here I got taken out at break even. And what did price do? Price just consolidates, came back again, goes up, bro. Just a lot of bullshit. Then swept this low again and again, before finally just hitting my target, as we see right here. Just hitting my target, and I was already out at break even. And I think this happened before this month, which is I put break even and then price hit my target. This time again break even, and price just hit my take profit. So what I'm learning from this is I'm not putting break even, because I'm basically losing money. I'm losing money if I put my stop loss at break even. So that's something I shouldn't be doing from now on. And yeah, this was a trade I took, and it was a break even right here, break even. And yeah, it was a nice trade. And the reason I put break even, it's not like I just put it break even. We took out this context high. So what does that mean? It means after we take our context high, which is our target, price can continue lower. So it can go back lower again, because like we don't have anything else to target on the left. This was the only target we had. And yeah, at the same time we also created a 1 hour gap right here, which I maybe thought we were going to tap into the gap, but as we see we didn't. We consolidated a lot and then we hit our target, which is fine. But yeah, now I know no break evens, because I'm losing money because of that. And this was on Wednesday. So yeah, it was sour, but gotta continue. We can only learn from our mistakes and not keep repeating them. I don't know what happened right here. Probably Trump said something. I don't. Okay, let's continue to 9:30 again on Thursday. So we have 9:30 open right here. Let's go on the 4 hour. 4 hour, we tap into this fair value area. This was Thursday. Yep. On the 4 hour, we didn't have anything to hold us back from going higher. Let's see. This is the, oh, we already hit our target. Shit. So at the open, we opened right here. We already came into the fair value area on the 15 minute. We opened up higher, swept this low. Then we have this low. What do? We did not take this low out, and instead we just pushed up higher, and we left behind this 15-minute gap. And I remember this, I wanted to trade from this, but then I saw like, okay, we came in, like this was our momentum going in. We came in, this was the gap right here. We just completely disrespected it. Then eventually we came up back higher and broke above these highs. But what did we do? We created a 15-minute gap right there. So I I was like, okay, if we want to continue higher, we should disrespect this. But it was already 12 p.m. right here. So I was already like, okay, I shouldn't be at the charts. And I didn't really look at the charts. I just put alerts. And yeah, then this move happened. As we see right here, we just get a dump of, I don't know, 145 points. So yeah, we just dumped. And where would we dump to? This low right here. And what did we do? We took out this low and even more lows right there, and then yeah, price just consolidated. And I didn't trade anything here. Thursday wasn't really clean as well, as we see, just consolidating, and then at the end we push up higher, take the highs and dumped lower. Okay, we go to Friday. And Friday, guys, I don't want to talk about Friday. I don't want to talk about Friday. No, I'm kidding, but Friday was pretty sour. It was, I'll show you guys. Okay, so we go on the 4 hour right here. 4 hour, we break above this high right here. And the thing was, we did have a wick right here, but I was like, I looked at it like this, and we had this gap. I was like, okay, maybe we will go down lower. So on the 1 hour, I marked down this gap right here, this our 1 hour gap, and we had this 1 hour fair value area. All right, what did price do? This was at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. price just pumps lower. We reject from this 15-minute gap, and the shorts were nice. Honestly, I was looking at this. It was pretty nice. It dumped lower. Like, we take out this high, barely take out this high, and then we just continue lower. But of course, we want to look for longs. So what happens? We tap into this 1 hour. Let's go into 5 minutes. We tap into this 1 hour, then we reject a little bit from it. But what I wanted to see is, I wanted to see us break above this high, because this high, we are responsible for breaking this low. So I wanted to see, okay, price came in the gap right here. I want to see something like this and then break above. So what happened was, we tap into the 1 hour fair value area, and then price goes up, as we see. And once we were here at this high, I probably should have waited for another break above, but I just entered right there. The reason why I just entered is because we were just pushing higher. We rejected this low, we took out this liquidity right here, and then jumped up higher. I probably should have waited for a break above and then put my stops at the lows, of course. But instead, I entered right here once we made this gap right here. So I entered like right here, and I put my stops around here, if I'm not mistaken, and I targeted 2R. So the thing was, I didn't want to target much further from this target high, because as we saw what happened on Tuesday, I think it was, we took the target high, then we just consolidated. Eventually we did take profit, but it took too long. So I entered right there. What happened was, price literally just wicks me out, as we see right here. This is literally what happened. We get wicked out, and then price just, this is what price does. Like, it just pumps up higher towards our take profit, like in one candle. Not one candle, but we were just a bit early. I should have probably entered right here above this break right there, and then just put my stops at this low, probably target like a 2R, and it should have hit, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, should have waited a bit more, should have been more patient maybe. And just my stop loss management, honestly, I should have just put my stop loss at the swing low right there, and then I would have hit take profit, or just at least not so close, you know. I should have put it like right here or here, but of course we make mistakes, which is fine. And this, in hindsight, it's easy to say, of course, but I have had many times that it just played out perfectly fine. And yeah, so this was also a trade I took, and it was a stop loss. We got taken out right here, and price just went to our target. And yeah, what happened afterwards, I think this was it. Yeah, it was it. So yeah, guys, this was my recap of the week. I took two trades. One was a break even, the second one was a loss, and overall it was a pretty nice week. We had some days like Thursday, it wasn't very nice price action, but on Friday it was nice. And yeah, it was just overall clean, very bullish week. Of course, last week we were very bullish, so we were just continuing that same trend. And yeah, overall there's still some improvements to be made. For my stop loss, I should not put my stop loss at the body, for example. I should not put my stop loss at break even, and that are just some things I need to work on, and which I journaled. So yeah, this was the trading recap. I hope you guys learned something from this. If you guys have any questions, make sure to ask them in the comments or join my Discord, and you can ask any questions there. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.